Relevant wrestling, the fortunate sons of flipping this. Catch a pilot newsletter, cause they're ubiquitous. Wanna hang with these studs? Better pack a lunch and strolling, or catch a spirit Superman punch from Roman. Lady Swoon getting these hands for fortune. Hollywood stars destroyed, only Lorcan. Kramer is a pro at the scripts and showing the gifts. When I'm blowing the gift, you catch a moment of bliss. Keith flees basking in glory. Stress or falter, if your 5 fingers cross your chest like Walter. Gibraltar status, knew the when you still shook. Best in the world, a straight edge like Phil Brooks. Win titles with no case for money in the bank. Gave the #1 container with no honey in the tank. Not Liz, Sherry, asking players upstairs to impair the pheromone.
Yeah, that did suck.
Buzz Soul Bros, WrestleBase, and the rest of the Relevant Wrestling family. It's me, your host and humble narrator for this evening's main event, the voice of Relevant Wrestling Productions, Joe Fortune, and this is episode 21 of the most relevant and buzzworthy podcast in all professional and indie wrestling. This is False Finish Productions presents Relevant Wrestling Weekly Buzz. Buzz humans, are you relevant? Are you buzzworthy? Are you ready to join me, Joe Fortune, along with my fellow Buzz brothers? I got Chris with the Lucha mask on tonight, son of Liger over here. And what's going on, Chris?
First mistake. It's afternoon, not evening, when we're recording this.
Oh, bro, don't break kayfabe.
I'm already breaking kayfabe with a mask on, but I'm doing well other than that.
Tim, what's good?
No, same shit, different day, on that Brewster Brody life. I'm glad to be here today. I blew my tire out yesterday on the highway. It was a little bit of a bumpy ride right about there. But other than that, I can't complain. Every day I wake up, it's a good day. So cheers to the here.
And it finally feels like fall.
Bless you.
That's right, New England Buzz humans. It's
Finally.
second week of October, about to come to an end. Halloween right around the corner. We'll have to do some type of Halloween themed episode, or maybe a watch along or something with Halloween Havoc. Or did WWE ever do like a Halloween themed pay-per-view?
No.
Bullshit.
Hell in a
Yeah,
Cell.
they did.
Hell in a Cell.
No.
Hell in a Cell in October usually, but until they moved it.
I feel like it was Hell in a Cell, and it was just like
I should challenge Hulk Hogan to a death match.
a pumpkin carving death match.
A haunted maze death
No,
match.
I don't carve pumpkins. I'll stab myself.
You paint them?
Yes.
I don't really know what that means.
Can I paint you?
Anyway, Buzz humans. That's right. It is us. Team Anti-Mark Army. This is the show. This is Relevant Wrestling Weekly Buzz presented by False Finish Productions. This is the show where we get together. We ask the tough questions. We ask you people, you beautiful Buzz humans, are you relevant? Are you buzzworthy? Are you adequately prepared to ride the buzz waves with us? This is the show where we bring that old school flavor. We talk about the current news, rumors, results, give predictions. Unlike the other shows, we try to do it in the least like nerdy and smarky and marky way possible. We bring that old school flavor. We swing the battle axes. We castrate the marks. We cut down the dirt cheap bullshit. Combined, I would say close to 70, 75 years of watching pro wrestling between the three of us. So, I know there's fans out there that are like 75 years old, but Buzz humans out there that are that old. But yeah, you're not going to get any bullshit from us Buzz humans. You're just going to ride the buzz waves, do the weekly thing, and, we'll get on with it.
Maybe like a little bit of bullshit from me. Maybe just like a little bit.
Yeah,
Like that salt.
Little salt, little smoke, little spilling some tea.
Little chunchana.
Little bullshit. Some horchata. All that shit that goes into the Buzz cocktail. But Buzz humans, before we get into it, gotta plug the social media. and thank those who have come before us, because we are happy to be part of the False Finish family. So Buzz Humans, make sure to check out. Ooh, well, Chris is unmasked for some water. I like if you wear the mask like that, dude. It looks like it looks more like a hat.
It's making my beer itch.
Dude, because that shit's been in like the freaking gimmick box for like months.
Yeah, you have lice.
Up in the attic. I wouldn't say lice, but definitely
my
dust bunnies.
I'm due for a grooming on my beard soon, so that's why.
Dust bunny gimmicks.
Oh, then.
Buzz Humans, make sure to check out all of our social media so you can ride the buzz waves with us. Facebook, facebook.com/relevant wrestling, and facebook.com/false finish productions. Twitter @relevant wrestling and @false finish pro. Instagram @relevant wrestling and @false_finish_productions. Subscribe to both of our YouTube channels. Hear us all over podcasting platforms. Play the Relevant Wrestling Buzz Tunes mixtape on Spotify and watch the Buzz List playlist on YouTube. Check out our relevant reviews on our Facebook group notes section, the Japanese Puro Ichiban page on WordPress, and on falsefinish.com. Buzz Humans, the deadline, I wouldn't say the deadline, but all the copies of the most relevant and buzzworthy interactive zine, wrestling zine on the planet, the Relevant Rag, packaged, ready to go. They're out. So first printing, first press, whatever you want to say.
First edition
of the Rag number 3 is out. With the color, multicolored covers. So
you know what you should do with those? The first, you know how you send the first ones out now? You should put first editions on them, and people request second prints of it, then first edition no more. For the next one coming around. Yeah,
Chris is right. I know there's probably more of you Buzz Humans out there that want to get copies. So if you do, hit us up. Get on the mailing list. We will add you. We will print more. We had to print more copies of issue 2. So why not print more of issue 3? Please hit us up, because I got a fuckload of colored paper that I got to go through. I'll never need to get reams of colored paper again. We could do zines for a year, every day for a year, and I still probably have more colored paper than I know what to do with. So hit us up, Buzz Humans. We will print more copies, but the first run of issue 3 of the Relevant Rag is
in circulation.
Ready to go into circulation. Packed, ready to go. Just got to get them stamped and sent out. Buzz Humans, if you feel like being generous, you can check out our Relevant Wrestling Pro Shop for more zines and mixtapes and prints. The link to that is in the bio. Holiday season coming up. Also, I'm gonna work on putting this thing in our Instagram profile that lets you. I don't know. I see all the freaking cam girls do it, so you can go to their stupid pages. And
what are you doing at night?
Dude, it's like Instagram sucks now. But you can. It's called Linktree or some shit like that. I don't know. You can only put one link in your bio in Instagram, but this is like a link to another page, and you can just put a list of links on there. So we'll have a bunch of links on there, because I want to put a link to the podcast, the Audio Boom link on there. I want to put a link to the Pro Shop on there. I also set up on Google Docs a WrestleMania 35 week planner that has all of the events. We'll talk about that later on in the show, because there's been a massive update of indie shows since we talked about it, I think 2 weeks ago here on Weekly Buzz. So I want to get some sort of a page that has links to all of our, our other endeavors on there. And I also want to put together a Google calendar that has indie shows on there that was suggested by Hulk Hogan for me to do. So that's another thing I want to undertake. Just want to bring the buzz to you guys. That's a lot of social media shit, but don't worry, Buzz Humans. We got to keep it relevant. We got to keep pushing the envelope and bringing you more content. This is oh man, we've been doing this shit for about 5-6 years now.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, I told these guys I didn't think I was kind of ribbing them, but it was also a bit of a shoot, I guess. I was saying, like, I don't know if we can do this show for more than like 4 more years. Like, after being like, we can't be 35 years old, doing a wrestling podcast.
We're 30.
What?
So we're still 30 though.
Well, I'm 31, bro. So
I'm 31 though as well.
I can't be doing a podcast wrestling podcast at 35 years old. We're not getting paid for this. Come on, guys. At least buy some zines. Hook us up here. Help us out, Buzz Humans. All right. Thank you. Anyway, Buzz Humans, like I said, episode 21 of the most relevant and buzzworthy podcast in all of professional and independent wrestling. This is False Finish Productions presents Relevant Wrestling Weekly Buzz, episode 21. Buzz Humans, brothers, let's get into it. I'll pull the notes up here.
Buzz Humans.
Oh, bro, that was sick. All right, so let's start with since Chris has a Liger mask on right now, it's making me think of about New Japan. Even though I know Chris isn't the biggest New Japan fan, I guess
it's because New Japan's no fun. New Japan's no fun.
Funny cool because Jericho's in it right now.
Yeah,
everything else I care about.
It's no fun.
Which is fine because we'll talk about that. But me and Tim could talk about this, or I'll just get Tim's opinion on some of these points. New Japan recently had 2 big shows.
Yeah, they did.
What was it? Fighting Spirit Unleashed. Where was that? In Long Beach, in California.
I just know the wrestlers and the results. The locations.
Yeah, I believe it was in California in Long Beach because I said
really.
I said at Walter Pyramid. I said San Francisco a couple weeks ago, but I know that was wrong. And then there was wrestling. King of Pro Wrestling. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're still doing they're doing a lot of shows after G1, and usually right now it's dead.
And King of Pro Wrestling. I don't know why I wrote.
I just feel like they're pushing more into the Western Hemisphere.
Well, no, that's what it is. They're trying to push into here because a lot of people didn't think the second show was a good idea.
Well, then the second show. Remember you telling me a couple weeks ago? Maybe it was last week. That they didn't draw a lot that they expected, right? Is that what you said?
The show that I'm
the one in the States though.
The show that we're talking about right now did not sell out. I do not believe it sold out.
I remember him saying. Listening to one.
Well, I didn't really even hear that much advertisement for it.
So let's just hit up the results, or at least the big points, and we can comment on those. Or
New members.
You guys can give me your thoughts. Cody Rhodes is here. Speaking of the westernization,
man.
Cody Rhodes becoming a triple champion, adding to his NWA championship and his Ring of Honor Trios championship. Cody Rhodes is now the brand new New Japan Pro Wrestling United States champion, having defeated Juice Robinson, formerly known as CJ Parker. Juice, who we always give a lot of shit to on this show, so
my man Juice.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, I think he's up the game, man. I'm sad, man. I'm really disappointed that Cody won.
Yeah,
it's not bad to have excuse me. It's not bad to have the belt on Cody, and especially to add to your point, that's a bigger face if they really want to start expanding on the in America, essentially. But I kind of like the idea of the U.S. title kind of being a new up and coming, almost like the Intercontinental title, but a little bit lower, kind of for the newer guys, because Juice beat Jay White for it, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. And because it was Kenny J Juice now before champ. So it's maybe it's give 2 guys a chance and then maybe boost it back up. Who knows? But overall, not just I'm a little disappointed, but I'm not angry, but I just wish Juice held the title, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know what they're
because who's what's Cody's who's Cody gonna feud with? You know what I mean? In my mind. I know there's no shortage of opponents. That's not the issue.
I just don't know what's the plan for the title.
No, exactly. Yeah.
but or like with these short title runs. But I do.
Well, is it like the Gaijin or I forget the the what they call the white people?
Close enough, Gaijin,
Yeah.
Gaijin.
Because no, Gaijin, yeah.
It is gay. Isn't it a rib?
No.
Isn't it Lo Shirai?
Yeah, but isn't like Gaijin like don't they? Isn't it?
I've never heard. No, I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be a rib.
Yeah, so then
Anyway.
like, is the thing now going to be like also too like who's going to be like the first like Japanese wrestler to win that title?
Well, maybe Nakamura will come back. But speaking of titles, Tanahashi remains number one contender for the IWGP Championship. So
Gaijin.
Yeah, outsider.
Now, like with Jay White being over there, is like Gato part of OG Bullet Club now? What is it? The firing squad?
I think both of them are Jado and Gato. Jado and Gato.
Well, yeah, potato and potato.
Yeah, potato and potato.
Yeah, they look like a couple potatoes.
I love it. We have I don't know if this match happened yet, but
sounds a figment of your imagination.
It sounds cool. They're building towards this one. Suzuki versus Goto for the Revolution Pro British Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, Goto.
I mean, that'll just be cool. So Will Ospreay challenged the gentleman Taichi for the Never Open Weight Championship.
Yeah, formerly known as Taguchi.
That's kind of cool, right? I mean, Will Ospreay challenging for like a bigger title on New Japan. Looks like he's kind of like moving out of the junior heavyweight division.
Well, because what else does he have to do? You know what I mean? Fight Marty Scurll again?
Well, yeah, I mean he's already been an IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and he won the
And didn't he talk about that about moving up a class anyway?
Yeah, I think so. And he won the
he won that thing with
Best
the thing
and
the wrestlers.
Yeah, he won that tournament. Robbie Eagles will be teaming with Ishimori for the upcoming Junior Tag League. All the teams were announced, but we could talk about that closer to when the tournament happens. There were no like real big standout teams in there. A couple of teams that I did like that I can remember off my head was like Sho and Yo, ACH and Taguchi. That's why I said that, because Taguchi was on my mind earlier. Who else? Liger and Chris and Tiger Mask going for one last run.
Give the man a win.
Kushida and Chris Sabin. So I don't know. There were really not any real surprising teams.
Kushida and Chris Sabin.
Yeah. Well, because Shelly don't wrestle no more.
Shelly don't wrestle no more. Shelly don't wrestle no more. Does Shelly wrestle no more? Hell no.
Bro, brand new pareja for LIJ.
Yeah, Shingo.
Shingo,
OG Dragon Gate, motherfucker.
Yep, OGROH also, bro.
Yeah, I remember that guy. I remember when they like him and Sema and fucking all them like started coming in. Actually, I should watch the tag from Chicago. You're saying Dan always hypes up.
Oh yeah, Blood Generation versus Do Fixer.
What is it? Blood Generation versus who?
Do Fixer.
Do Fixer.
Yes. So that's gonna be
interesting. There's a lot of people being added to the groups.
So who's his? They're gonna be in the tag league too. I think it's gonna be Shingo and Bushi.
Oh, nice, Bushi.
Or yeah, I think.
And then speaking of LIJ,
yeah,
getting picked off again by the Crow.
Good lead into it, and I know that Chris is going to want to talk about this one.
Sure, yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. was having a very competitive match against Evil, and Zach took a spill to the outside of the ring, and a good thing he did because one of Evil's druids was not a druid, but in fact it was.
I thought he did it at the beginning of the match.
Was it in the beginning of the match?
Yeah, like he didn't even like take off his like mask, and Jericho jumped him.
Yeah, maybe it was in the beginning, and freaking Sabre just bailed out. But anyway,
No, I think they had the match.
No, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Jericho attacked Evil before the match with Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. just bailed out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he attacked Evil, smashed him with the belt, and I guess at the next New Japan show, what is it, Power Struggle?
Yeah.
Is it really?
I'm just saying yes.
I hope it is.
Let's roll with it.
Yeah, we'll roll with it. Yeah, so at the next...
If we're ever wrong, point it out.
Nobody will. So at the next New Japan show, Halloween Havoc, Chris Jericho will be taking on Evil. And Jericho will.
So is this all just like building up for like him to fight Naito again and lose?
What do you think? Do you think it is?
Well, you know what I mean, like, because he keeps going after everyone else. Like, clearly he's gonna be around.
Well, he is one of their champions. He can't go anywhere until he loses that belt.
But who's he gonna lose it to?
What, Brock Lesnar? What? Huh?
What?
Oh, what? Huh?
No, I mean he's come back to do some programs this year. That's fucked.
Tomorrow, he's gonna debut in a new promotion tomorrow.
Oh God, please! I can't wait till he like everyone's fucking pipe dream. Put more hash in the pipe, people.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't get
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, motherfucker.
His cruise is a lot of evidence right there that he should just show his face at least.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So yeah, Chris Jericho and Evil coming up on New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hell in a Cell
is Evil.
Halloween Havoc. So let's talk about. Let's go. How about something that we talked about a couple weeks ago? We were talking about WrestleMania, the WrestleMania week schedule. And it's crazy in like the past week or two, so many promotions have, announced shows. And I decided, like I had mentioned earlier, to help out the Buzz Humans, keep y'all relevant, because that's what we do here, to put together a spreadsheet, which you can find the link in the description or in the bio. However you're listening to this, you'll see it. It comes a little out of order on when you look at it on your phone. I don't know. You just got to click on the right day at the top. Spread online on the bottom. It goes April 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. But for some reason, when you look at it on the phone, the days are out of order, but all the events are in order. So just
flip the phone.
I'm sure if you're or just click on it and make sure that you know what fucking day it is. Each spreadsheet is individual.
Yeah. Just make sure you know what fucking day it is.
Yeah. So I'll read through all the shows, I guess, and like if there's anything that stands out, we could like comment on it or just like say like, oh yeah, maybe we'll check that one out or whatever. So starting on Thursday. One thing I'm worried about. What are you worried about?
What is Joey Janela doing?
What is Joey Janela doing? Exactly. Well, we will definitely
watching it from a hospital bed.
Yeah, if you're watching from a hospital bed. Hopefully not.
Wow. Wow. I should just leave right now.
No, I mean he's
fucking comments like that. Comments like that from a guy hiding his face over there. Ha! Ha! Ha!
I mean, it's half right.
You leave the bad boy alone.
So Thursday, April 4th, things are gonna kick off at. Now there's gonna be shows here. Let me preface all this by saying, there's going to be shows, not necessarily at each of these time slots, but these are the time slots that shows will be at: 11 a.m., noon, 2 p.m., 3, 4, 7, 8 p.m., 11:55 p.m., and 11:59 p.m. So those are potential time slots for shows. So we start off on Thursday with the noon slot, and the first show is from WWN Live, and it's going to be an Evolve show at La Boom in Queens.
La Boom.
La Boom.
La Boom.
Chris likes that.
Dance club.
Because it's a dance club, and Jushin Liger likes to dance. Also at noon, the Collective will be presenting the Powerbomb.tv family reunion at the White Eagle Hall in Jersey City. So something to note about the Powerbomb TV show is that if you are a subscriber to Powerbomb TV, I don't know how you can prove it. I guess you just got to show them on your phone, the app or whatever. Well, there is no app. I mean, I guess you're just going to have to show them your login. Yeah, your login information.
Or billing, something.
But if you are a subscriber to Powerbomb TV, you get free admission to this show. So that's kind of cool. Then we go to the 4 o'clock time slot with WXW. That's a German promotion being presented by WWN Live. That's at 4 p.m. That'll be at La Boom.
La Boom!
Yep.
La Boom!
Went to the worst show I've ever seen there.
No, it was not at La Boom. It was at some weird venue, dude. It was at the house. It was at the fucking House of Glory, bro. It was like a fucking looked like Caesar's Palace, like Egyptian nightclub. So 7 p.m. on Thursday night, we have the WrestleCon Super Show at the Hilton Midtown, and that's going up against MLW Fusion at Melrose Ballroom. But at 8 p.m., so this is where we got a big dilemma. We got 4 shows running at about the same time. At 8 p.m., we have DDT running at La Boom, and that's going up against, at 8 p.m., Interspecies Wrestling Boner Jam 4.
Boner Jam?
Boner Jam 4 at the White Eagle Hall in New Jersey. So we have that. Interspecies Wrestling used to run in Danbury at the Empress Ballroom downtown, so might have to check that one out. But DDT, damn. So we got 2 comedy feds running up against each other. Well done there. 11:55 at La Boom, Kaiju Big Battle, and 11:59 p.m. at White Eagle Hall, and the Collective will be presenting Absolutely Intense Wrestling. So I would say like the standout shows for Thursday, definitely WXW and DDT, because it's their first time here in America running solo or like on their own or just being here.
Dolo?
Yeah. Definitely the midnight apps or 11:59 Absolutely Intense Wrestling show at White Eagle Hall. That's like going to be their first Northeast show. MLW Fusion maybe at 7 p.m. at Melrose Ballroom might be cool. So let's move on to Friday.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Where's my favorite gimmicky show? Pancakes and Pile Drivers.
Pancakes and Pile Drivers?
Are you having that this
They
year?
are having Pancakes and Pile Drivers. Don't you worry.
That's all I need to know. That's the one I want to go to because I just heard pancakes. I want to run. That sounds cool, though.
We could go to that. We should go to that. I have not gone to Pancakes and Pile Drivers, so you know what, dude?
It sounds like you told me about that. Like, yo, that sounds really fun.
We should do that.
Sit there and watch wrestling and eat pancakes.
We should do that.
That's an awesome game.
On Saturday.
Oh, so we're going to go hang out with the New Day?
I wish.
If you don't like pancakes, get out of here.
Oh, wow. Look, now we have Ultimo Dragon on the show. I didn't realize.
We're like Ultimo Pancake.
Chris did a quick gimmick change.
Are you a pancake guy or a waffle guy?
Oh, dude, pancakes all day. You know what you do with the pancake. You get the sausage, and then you wrap the pancake around the sausage.
That sounds like a bad frozen food idea.
Oh, dude. Fucking.
So,
You're fracking rich-ish.
you guys are awesome. This is Relevant Wrestling, guys. We talk about whatever we want on here. Food, pancakes, wrestling.
Pancakes is food.
All the good
You
stuff.
just said that twice.
Sex, I had waffles. For
Redundancy.
I had waffles.
Yeah, redundancy at its finest here at Relevant Wrestling.
Gotta stick with the R's. Triple R. So
Naruto.
Friday, guys, who really hits the ground running. 9 a.m. There is the WrestleCon. The first day of the WrestleCon convention starts at 9 a.m. and that's at the Hilton Midtown. That is followed up by, this is kind of a cool concept for a show. It's called the United Nations versus the United States. This is a WrestleCon show. I guess they're gonna have all American wrestlers versus international wrestlers. Somehow they're gonna have like a point system, and one side will win at the end of the show.
Is that like ROH Border Wars?
I don't know how that concept goes, but I would guess it's like a similar thing. It's just Americans versus foreigners, so that'll be kind of cool.
It's like America.
I predict maybe you see Will Ospreay there. You may see Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Maybe some of the guys from CCK.
Dude, he's gonna be at a show I probably should go get tickets for.
Who, Pentagon or Ospreay?
Pentagon.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what show I'm talking about. That show looks fucking sick.
So here we go. Now at noon, we have WWN Live. They're going to be still at La Boom. Shimmer Women's Wrestling at noon, and that's going up against, in Jersey City at White Eagle Hall, Chikara.
Oh, damn, Chikara.
Yeah, this year Chikara is going to be represented by the Collective instead of WWN Live. So that's something interesting to note. Then at 4 p.m. at La Boom, and a lot of people are saying that they think that this is too small of a venue for this show, but we'll be having the WWN Super Show, the yearly Super Show, Mercury Rising. That's going to be at 4 p.m. That's going to be going up against Black Label Pro, put on by the Collective at White Eagle Hall in Jersey City, which is also going to be going up against Revolution Pro, which will be at the Hilton Midtown. So the 4 p.m. slot on Friday, that's when things really start to heat up. Now, this is going to be a tough one here. 7 p.m. and then both at 8 p.m. respectively. 7 p.m. we got MLW Fury Road at the Melrose Ballroom in Queens. But at 8 o'clock we have both Joeys. We got Joey Ryan's Penis Party at the Hilton Midtown. Going up against...
Pancakes and college.
Nope, not yet, Chris. Chris is excited for Saturday. Going up against Joey Janela's Spring Break 3 at venue to be determined.
New York City Hospital.
New York City Presbyterian Hospital. Chris, he's getting surgery at the end of this month. Jesus Christ, it's not like he has freaking cancer. He fucked his leg up.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
And then we have a 11:59 p.m. show.
You're on my shit list now, motherfucker.
The Northeast debut of Black Craft Wrestling, which is from Black Craft Clothing. This is their wrestling federation. That will be our promotion. That will be at the White Eagle Hall.
That's interesting.
In Jersey City. So standout shows for Friday, definitely that United Nations versus US show.
There's only one show that matters on Friday. And you know what show that is.
Yep, Tim says the only show that matters for Friday is Joey Janela's Spring Break Party.
Yeah, not to be biased or anything, guys. Sorry.
Definitely. So Friday, definitely going to be at Joey's show. Definitely going to check out that Black Craft show. And the 4 p.m. slot, might like to check
I might have to go to Joey. I think I might have to do it, man.
Well, Friday, I'll definitely be down there for like 3 shows. I don't know what I'm gonna do at 4 o'clock, either Revolution Pro or Black Label, and then I'm gonna do Joey and Black Craft.
Or get some good ass food and hit a brewery. Bruce Sear exclusive.
That's in Jersey or Queens?
Which one, Joey?
The one that you want to go to.
If I don't do this Revolution Pro show, pretty much everything I want to do on Friday, which is kind of the day I want like all of us to go down, I would say that's all in Jersey City. So we could just Black Label Pro, Joey Janela, and then Blackcraft, and that'd be pretty sick.
Joey just smell her.
Saturday though.
My birthday, April 6th. What up, bitches?
Bruiser Brody's birthday. The big one, the one that Tim is you know, gonna be doing the pancake thing for, you know, and the one that Chris is looking forward to.
I like pancakes. I
9 a.m. on Saturday morning, we got at Hilton Midtown WrestleCon convention. 11 a.m. Chris, drum roll please. Pancakes and pile drivers.
Oh man, I wish it was like some late night thing.
Yeah,
pancakes, breakfast.
Pancakes and pile drivers.
Yeah, no, pancakes ain't breakfast. Pancakes is anything.
At noon, we'll be going up against Nova Pro. You guys know we're big Nova Pro fans here. We did the Nova Pro Commonwealth Cup women's.
The big booty bitch brawl.
That Tim like.
Big booty bitch brawl.
Booty bitch brawl tournament because all the girls in the tournament are beautiful and
thick and delicious.
Yeah, thick and delicious. So yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, if Chris wants to go to pancakes and pile drivers, I'm definitely down to go to that. And then as soon as that ends, I would like to head over to Nova Pro. Maybe not even go inside, but just try to pass the zine out to some of the girls or some of the wrestlers. So we'll see how Saturday goes. Then at 4 p.m. we got the More Than Mania party, wrap-up party for WWN Live at the Bell House in Brooklyn. Kind of a weird venue for that. Really small venue, but they do run they do run Kaiju Big Battle out of there. So that will be going up, and this I definitely want to go to because this is where we're going to get our deathmatch hardcore fix for the weekend. IWS Hardcore Show, 4 p.m. on Saturday at the White Eagle Hall in Jersey. And then the big two, guys, 8 p.m. Saturday night. Throw your vote, you know, pick your sides, choose your battle weapons.
NXT
at Barclays Center, Brooklyn, going up against Ring of Honor versus New Japan at MSG. I will be at Ring of Honor versus New Japan at MSG. I already have my ticket, so that's where I will be. But yeah, I think all the shows that we mentioned are standout shows for that day.
That's really hard. That is actually really hard.
Pancakes and pile drivers going up against Nova Pro. That's pretty tough because we've never done pancakes and pile drivers, and Nova Pro is a fed that we have covered extensively in our print material. We've done
all right. Just think about it. Get the pancakes. Maybe stay for a match or two. Get more pancakes, and then go to Nova Pro.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
it's going to be costly.
Nova Pro.
See, the thing is, though, it's going to be the driving, bro. It's going to be like an hour in between. So it's like even if we cut out at intermission,
that sucks.
We might be able to figure it out.
It's called an Uber.
What is it, like that hour for like 15 miles? Bullshit.
Yeah, if you get to pancakes and pile drivers and you stay there till for the first hour and a half, and then you got to Nova Pro around 1:30, you might be able to see like the last hour of it. So we'll figure out Saturday morning. But that would put us like in Jersey City to see IWS, the hardcore show at 4, which I definitely want to see. And then I gotta head back to New York for ROH. So Saturday is gonna be
saving up that Uber fund for that entire weekend.
Uber, why? I'll just drive, bro.
Oh, no.
There's no way I'm paying $100 for fucking Uber, bro. You know the surge price is going to be ridiculous. Do you know how much they were in New Orleans, dude? People were paying like $200 to get from ROH to like back downtown.
Sounds like a bunch of marks.
Yeah, dude.
That's a lot of money.
Marks are people that just like, dude.
$200 for a 20-minute ride?
Bro, New Orleans is as expensive or not like living there, but like going downtown to New Orleans, like going out and can be as costly as New York City.
Not New Orleans, it's New Orleans.
Yeah, down in New Orleans. Like there's definitely cheap eats there. Don't get me wrong. Of course, there's cheap living. But
oh my god, we got Rachel Ray on the show.
But it's some of the best seafood. It's some of the best seafood and French food in the country. Like, dude,
because they know what the fuck they're doing, dude. Like, they don't fuck around down there.
like the city with
Creole soul food, dude.
Yeah, it's like the city with like food and drink prices down there, and like, dude, like I really am not gonna. I can't pay for an Uber for Mania weekend. It's just too much money, bro. You might as well get a rental car, but we have cars, so.
What's a car?
What's a car? Then Sunday, all we know so far, I just put it at 4 p.m. because I'm pretty sure it's gonna go 8 hours. WrestleMania
Sunday.
35. Yep, WrestleMania 35 at MetLife Stadium. I would guess one or two of the promotions or banners, or whatever you want to say, either WrestleCon, the Collective, or WWN Live, probably do some sort of like a tailgate show before Mania 35. And then I would guess there'll be like a post-Mania show or some type of a party too at a bar or at another venue. And then we, of course, I haven't added this, but I guess I probably will.
Moa Joe.
Even though it's very obvious, and I don't think that there's a point in doing this, unless indie shows happen to run on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, which I sincerely doubt that they will. Actually, I don't even think anything's going to be running on Wednesday, just Monday and Tuesday. You know, you're going to have Raw and SmackDown probably at Barclays, right?
Yeah, they're at Barclays both nights.
Yeah, they're at Barclays both nights. So I don't think there's like a reason to make 2 more spreadsheets just for those 2 days. But if more events do get announced, we can add those. Now, those are, you know, guys, Mania is still, 6 months away. So this is going to be an evolving list. We're going to constantly add to it. These are just indie shows. We haven't put any appearances. You know, this is indie shows and announced conventions. And, of course, WrestleCon. No shit, it's a fucking convention. You know, that's what we have so far. But there's been lots of shit. Like in New Orleans, there were, you know, there's like all the WWE Access events not been announced yet. You know, the Evolve and versus WWE NXT Access events. You know, nothing like that's been announced yet. You know, we have pancakes and pile drivers, but, you know, there could be like a DDP yoga thing. There could be live podcasting stuff. We don't even know if they're going to try to do like a StarCast kind of podcast thing yet. You know, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of other related events, appearances at bars, restaurants. There's a lot of wrestling, like hobby shop is the wrong thing to call it. Collectible stores. There's a lot of memorabilia stores, you know, a lot of wrestling gimmick shops. There we go. A lot of gimmick shops in the city, in Queens and Jersey City, which is cool, you know, so you can get like, I'm sure there's going to be autograph signings, you know, maybe exclusive action figures or Funko Pops or things there, or just like, you know, if you have that kind of shit, you're going to have opportunities to, you know, meet wrestlers and get things signed. And, you know, that's all that shit we're going to try to add to this WrestleMania relevant.
Like 6 months to go.
Yeah, 6 months to go, and we're going to be constantly adding to the relevant guide to Mania 35 week. So just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Now we can talk about some more wrestling things before I introduce a new segment that me and Chris came up with that we've been waiting.
Thanks, guys.
Well, Tim, you can do your beer segment too. We can introduce 2 new segments. Tim can plug a beer, and Chris and I can do our little segment. But let's talk about a big controversial thing. This is the hottest topic. That's why I wanted to talk about this one first. The first part of this, I had that the venue was changed. Did you guys hear about this? The venue for WWE Crown Jewel was changed. Now, we remember that the last WWE pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia was in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and that was at the King Fahd International Stadium. Now, we are learning that WWE, in a press release, this is from October 7th, so about 4 or 5 days ago, revealed that the upcoming WWE Crown Jewel event will not be taking place at the King Fahd International Stadium as originally scheduled. It will now be held at the King Saud University, which is a much smaller venue, having a capacity of only 25,000 seats instead of 68,000 of the King Fahd International Stadium. Here's an excerpt from the press release. WWE Championship match set for Crown Jewel, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, blah, blah, blah. We don't really need to read any of that. But, yeah, what do you think about that? I mean,
isn't it for like some really fucked up reason?
Well, we'll get to that, but that's the second part of this segment or this.
Obviously, like they did that because they didn't want to do it, but they have to do it because they have obligations. But like, really, you're going from 60,000 to 25.
Do you think that the Saudis really care about that because they?
I'd say as long as they're getting their money's worth, they probably could give two shits.
Well, yeah,
they're probably creaming their panties that they got HBK.
Yeah, do you think they're more like? Do you think they care more about the fact that okay, they could draw a lot of money from the house by having 68,000 fans, or do you think that they are more happy that like they're having all these WWE legends there and that like they're able to just bring wrestling like
that I would say to those guys, money isn't a thing. It's
which is crazy, right? Like they have
it is
fucking money, bro.
It's like you see some of these, like you got these like Mercedes that are wrapped in like gold and diamond, like some crazy shit. I think it's more so that like they just want to see, legends wrestle. Like look at the card, dude. Like the main event, like, are we back in the Attitude Era? It's the Brothers of Destruction versus DX. Like clearly it's so important to them that like they got Shawn Michaels out of retirement.
Yeah.
Enough said. Like
any
enough said
on the venue change, or you think it doesn't really matter?
Well, I mean, do you remember watching the last pay-per-view they had there? That big ass open space, which is like you had like the floor seats, and then it had like a mile space, and then you had the seats going up. So it's like
it looked weird.
It looked weird, and then obviously they probably don't have like a lot of people that would be interested enough to go see it, and like
or that could afford to go see it.
I mean, at this point, you might as well give it for free over there.
Well, and also too, it's only guys can go, right?
Well,
by themselves. Women can go with a family.
Yeah, I said there's women
and 2 kids, right?
But I've been saying it for weeks. Saudi Arabia's been writing a show for a couple months. They dictate what goes on. You want Shawn Michaels? Boom, we got him out of retirement.
Yeah.
Oh, you want Undertaker and Kane team? Boom, you got it.
Yeah, but I want to know on the other end how much money they're shelling out. Because, dude, I'm sure Shawn Michaels is getting one hell of a payday.
Well, what little do people know, though, like Shawn, he's retired, yes, but like he's been actively in the ring for a while. He's a trainer at NXT, so like he's
but like we all know.
Like,
if you've been watching wrestling long enough, like that shit's in that dude's blood. He'll never not be in the ring. He'll never I don't think he'll ever like not be in like ready shape. You know what I mean? Like I think that dude's like always ready to go, been ready to go. And he's just like waiting for that right time to finally come back. And also, too, I think he really has been waiting for like opportunity to come up, but also to Taker's blessing, like behind the scenes, because I think he may have he really was like respecting him and be like, because out of everyone that's like retired and blah, 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 and all that, he was like, How many years was it? Like 9?
Almost 8 years, right?
That's probably the longest. I've retired and didn't pop up in another promotion. Didn't do shit. And maybe what is it? The last couple years, maybe ever since he took that trainer role, he's been more at least in the public eye and what they're letting us see, he's more actively in the ring. But you don't know what he does. He could have always been active in the ring. Not as much as always, but he did have a lot of projects at one point. But that motherfucker late at night is wrestling.
I just feel like the Saudis are gonna
much.
I feel like the Saudis are gonna
so much.
They're gonna get the Saudis are gonna get confused. This ain't Shawn Michaels. He's bald. He should probably.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Why does no one mention that? I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I was like, oh my god, that's Shawn Michaels. Dude, he looks like shit with that.
I thought it was Conan at first.
I feel like the Saudis are gonna they're gonna question this ain't Shawn Michaels.
No, no. When that motherfucker gets in the ring and he does his little dance with his little like fucking bow-legged legs,
it's just gonna look weird. But he's just bald.
What up, Debbie Downer?
Buzz Humans. That is even if this pay-per-view goes down. Why am I saying that? Well,
it's going down.
That is because there's a lot more controversy surrounding this pay-per-view than just the exclusion of females and the venue change.
It's a political stance.
Now we have a political situation going on here. This is from uprocks.com, and it says U.S. senators are now urging WWE to pause the Crown Jewel event in Saudi Arabia. And this says, the growing controversy surrounding WWE's upcoming Crown Jewel event in Saudi Arabia following the disappearance and presumed killing of reporter Jamal Khashoggi hasn't gone away and is only intensifying. Now, per a report from IJR, United States senators are urging WWE to pause the event and are suggesting that the president, WWE Hall of Famer Donald Trump, should possibly prevail upon them not doing it. Senator Lindsey Graham of Republican South Carolina told IJR, there should be a pause. I want a complete rethinking of our relationship. From Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut. Oh boy, this is our guy, huh? This is a brazen assault on freedom of the press and a slap in the face to the United States. If this murder occurred as it seems it did, I'd hope they would be rethinking their relationship with the kingdom, especially with respect to events coming up in weeks like WWE's Crown Jewel. Senator Bob Mendez, a Democrat in New Jersey, added the following. Private enterprise is private enterprise, different than a government entity, but because Linda McMahon is part of the president's cabinet, it falls into the gray area where the administration really should give it some thought, maybe even prevail upon them not doing it. President Trump previously suggested that the amount of money Saudi Arabia brings into the country would make taking action against them unacceptable. WWE previously ran a show in Saudi Arabia back in April. We know that. That was Greatest Royal Rumble. At the time, Triple H noted, I understand that people are questioning it, but you have to understand that every culture is different, and just because you don't agree with a certain aspect of it, it doesn't mean that it's not a relevant culture. Right. Now, that was before that quote gets taken out of context. I know that the original context of that quote was in relationship to people telling Triple H, why are you having a show in Saudi Arabia where women aren't allowed? So don't take that quote is not in relationship to this newest incident. But shit, what do you guys think? Like, it seems like a lot of now things are getting political. A news reporter was killed, and a lot of government officials or a lot of senators and etc. are urging Trump and the WWE to not do this event. What do you think, Tim? You think the show must go on, do what's best for business, or get the fuck out of there?
Dude, you know what's going to happen. What's everyone's favorite color?
Red, green. Money.
Green.
That show's going to go.
Well, red and green is right. Blood and money, brother.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what you need if you're going to get Shawn Michaels out of retirement.
So nothing's going to happen. They're staying.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's what Brian Alvarez, unfortunately, I hate to put him over, but I did read as a few hours ago, latest report from Brian Alvarez, Wrestling Observer. They are not pulling out. They're staying. The show is going on.
He needs to pay for XFL somewhere.
Yeah, they are proceeding with the show. That's what Triple H said. They're just getting so. What do you think, Chris? You think they should pull out, or it doesn't matter? Doesn't make a difference.
I just think. I mean, I understand like why they shouldn't be there, but like they're throwing like Linda McMahon in there. I understand that her husband is the owner of the company, but she has no active role in that company. She is she hasn't worked with the company in years.
No, but part of the Trump administration, dude. So big, Yeah,
but then but you look at the other side of the token. Trump backs this dude anyway.
Trump supports Saudi Arabia, so it's like Trump just said it right there. to pull out would be detrimental to the U.S. economy due to how much money that we get from the Saudis, which is fucking crazy. But that's what it comes down to.
See how it really plays out. I mean, they're sticking to their guns. I mean, again, there's two sides of it. It really depends which side you fall on. I think it's like morally wrong, I guess. But hey, like money blinds everybody, and that's all they're looking at. They're looking for that payoff at the end. That's all it is.
Got to pay for the XFL somehow.
God forbid, nothing. Everybody. From the talent to the crew, they go over there. They all come back safely.
Exactly,
So
and
that's all you can hope for.
There's a lot of reports that the locker room, majority of locker room does not want to go, but they have no choice. So it is going to be very, very interesting.
It's going to be a very weird sense.
Yeah, definitely going to be a weird vibe, a weird couple of weeks. And if they have to pull out, or if they do somehow pull out, I mean, hey, we saw them change
pull out.
the what did they change? The Moolah Battle Royal?
Oh God, yeah.
Was it,
dude, that was bad.
what did they change it to?
The Young Classic, didn't they?
No, yeah, you're right. What the fuck did they change it to?
Was it because of the Mae Young Classic type thing, or no?
No, like they like Mae Young, but they didn't like the internet didn't like Moolah. So like, remember when they had like the women's Moolah? I don't know. Maybe
was it Battle Royale?
I think so, but I don't know what they changed it to, or if they just
I don't remember either.
Or if they just took the fucking name off of it. This is a new segment that me and Chris wanted to introduce. We call it the Survivor Series. Basically what it is if you guys don't know, Johnny, what's his name?
Johnny Impact, Johnny Sexy, Johnny I'm the man, Johnny I'm gonna beat you in the head, whatever he is.
Johnny Impact.
My last name is the name of the fucking promotion I'm working for at the moment.
Johnny, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna kill you. I don't care.
John Hannigan, John Morrison, John Mundo, Johnny Impact, Johnny Black Label, Johnny on the Mark.
Johnny Mayor of Slamtown.
That's right, the Mayor of Slamtown. Anyway, just call him John. Johnny Mundo is on this current season of Survivor. Chris, do you know what season this is? The
36.
The 36th season.
Bro, hold on, I actually have it right here.
All right.
Probably like the 7th.
The 37th
season.
And this season is called David versus Goliath. Chris, do you want to explain to them what the concept of David versus Goliath is?
I mean, it's pretty. If you don't know the story of David and Goliath, it's pretty much you have the Goliaths, God's gift, athletic, successful people against the Davids, the underdogs, me and Joe, the underdogs. It's pretty much the premise of the show. If you don't know Survivor, each show has a different theme. This season happens to be David versus Goliath. Last year was what? What was last season? It's something.
Might have been Skull Island.
Oh no, it was Ghost Island.
Oh yeah, Ghost Island. Yeah, Ghost
Island. So
God, I haven't heard that in a minute.
That was the one with all the old idols and
yeah.
Shit.
So that was actually kind of cool because you had a different. Because
there was not treachery in the last one, bro. It's a darker.
Yeah, treachery.
It was good, but this season's what? This is the third episode now.
Yeah, we're on the third episode. We figured we should have covered this a little bit earlier, but we mentioned that he was on there, so we figured, what the hell? Let's just do a segment until he gets voted off.
Still going strong. He's under the radar.
Yeah, still going strong. And if he gets voted off, then maybe we'll still continue doing it. I don't know. We'll see how everything goes with this, how you guys respond to this segment, how you buzz humans like that. If you guys are Survivor marks like Chris and I. But yeah, Johnny Mundo's been on there. Three episodes. So what is that? 9 days in or something about that? How many days?
Yeah, usually keeping each show is 3 days.
So
usually.
Yeah, so almost heading into 2 weeks. He survived.
Three tribal councils?
He's
not on anybody's radar.
Have they gone? Has his team gone up for tribal council?
Yeah, this past week was the first time they went.
Right, and they voted out.
Jeremy, the lawyer. very good talker.
So how do you think he's been doing? I mean, how do you think his game is? How's his strategy? Like you said, he's been a little bit under the radar.
Well, like it's good. Like I mean, look at him. Like if you're on the game of Survivor and you see someone like a Johnny Mundo who's like physically fit, like yo, this dude's gonna be a beast and like down in the end. But I like what he's doing right now with his game because the person they wanted, this girl, Natalie, right? The CEO of the publisher, everyone's against her, and he said, you know what? I should work with her. She's the type of person I should be working with. So he's playing under the radar, which is good because that's what you have to do when you're a Survivor sometimes, especially to someone like Johnny Mundo, like the physical aspect of the game, you're a threat. So like if you don't come up like a cocky person, you're gonna be under the radar, and that's what he's been doing. He's keeping his ego in check. He's just playing, a straight game right now. Only time can tell and see what goes down the road.
I think if he can make it to the merge, then he's really going to be in good shape because that's when the individual challenges come. And he is pretty smart, but like obviously the guy's like a parkour and freaking
which means technically gymnastic.
Yeah, gymnastic, CrossFit, like guru, extremely physically fit. So if he can make it to the merger, I definitely think like he's going to fare very well.
It just really I mean I'm not doubting his physical aspect of the game. It just really comes down to, okay, like you said, when it comes to the individual game, if he does make that merge, how he's gonna keep his alliances strong. Because like I said, it's like people are gonna, once he gets like the nitty gritty of that show, they're gonna realize, this dude's like a major threat. So like that's the only thing that's really gonna like hurt him in the end is like his physical aspect, unless he messes up socially. But like I mean he's one of my favorites, but like my favorite right now is on the Goliath tribe, Christian, the nuclear engineer dude. That guy's, I want him to win. I want the nerd to win.
Wait, so then he's on the David.
He's on the David, yeah. But he's smart as hell though. He's a scientist.
I like the gimmick that Johnny's playing. He's definitely doing a babyface role on here, which surprised me. Chris had to keep reminding me that he's not going to be a heel because maybe
Well, he's not playing a character. He's playing as himself. His
shoot personality is that he's just a nice guy. He seems to be really nice. There was a funny scene where he was doing a little like they're doing like a hermit crab race.
That's not Johnny Mundo.
And I was like, dude, there's no way that's Johnny Mundo. And Chris is like, no, it's not. It's just John. Like you can't think of him as Johnny Mundo.
No, that's just John. That's just John, bro.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He said
they called me 2 weeks ago.
He said they called me mayor of Slamtown. They called me Johnny Impact. They called me the Abdinator or whatever. He's like, but on Survivor.
He's like, I'm just John.
I'm just John.
I'm just playing as me. John.
So far, I mean, we think he's got great odds. He's still on it.
Still early. I'm pulling for him.
Yeah,
like I said, he's making the right alliances right now. Like again, everyone was against Natalie, who everyone didn't like because she comes off as like, not socially good. She's not obviously not physical.
Yeah, doesn't have a good social game.
She's like a 57-year-old woman. But like her personality is like very demanding because she's a CEO for a publishing company. So she used to like talking over people, down to people. And I think Johnny looks at that as like a security blanket. I'm going to align with her, have her take all the brutes of the force while I'm still here patrolling it. Good way to look at it.
All right, Buzz Humans. So we will keep y'all updated, weekly and, see how far Just John goes in Survivor.
Just John.
So that is our.
That's gonna be my new Twitter handle. Just John.
That is our relevant wrestling, the Survivor Series weekly update. Now let's get back into wrestling. We talked about WrestleMania week, indie shows update. We talked about Crown Jewel. Let's give a little love to the ladies. We can talk about some more Evolution pay-per-view rumors. Guys, we saw Trish and Lita reunite this past Monday on Monday Night Raw.
Best friend versus team best friend.
Yeah, we thought we were going to have singles match between like Trish and, I don't know, maybe Lita and Alexa. But looks like it's going to be tag team match now. Alexa and Mickie James versus Trish and Lita. This is from ringsidenews.com, and it's what I have written down for the top for the topic header was and that's the title of this article. WWE has future plans for Trish Stratus and Lita as a tag team. WWE promoted Trish versus Alexa Bliss for the WWE Evolution pay-per-view, but then they changed their mind on that match. While the reason is still a controversial topic, some things I'm hearing is maybe potential Alexa Bliss injury, so trying to keep her protected, but not sure, because Ronda's the champ, so I don't know. Maybe they just need that upper mid-card babyface backup role, or not even babyface, just upper mid-card role. Apparently, WWE has more in mind for one of those teams. Lita and Trish are best friends in real life. I don't know if that's true, but so they're teaming up with each other as a natural fit. After all, they were the first women to main event Raw in a singles match. They did it together. That was redundant. Now they get to march into Evolution, which is the first ever all-female WWE pay-per-view. Mike Johnson, yeah.
I don't believe a word says this.
Yeah, I know. Chris don't believe a word Mike Johnson said. Mike Johnson noted on PW Insider Elite Audio that a backstage reason WWE went with this match is that WWE has plans for more matches with Trish and Lita as a tandem down the line. Quote, I gotta try to do Mike Johnson.
So does that mean that they're going to introduce women's tag titles soon?
Well, that's something that we could definitely talk about and bring up.
I feel like that's been like in the pipeline for like over a year.
So here's Mike Johnson. I was told the decision was made about 2 weeks ago to turn that tag team, and part of it is they want Trish and Lita to be a tag team going forward. They have, for them coming out of this, for them to be appearing on major shows as a tag team. That sounded like it made no fucking sense at all. But what I'm gathering is they want to continue Trish and Lita as a tag team going forward. So this says, of course, one of the other primary reasons why this decision was made was a lot to do with the fact that, and as I alluded to earlier, Alexa Bliss is injured so they can protect her in a tag match. This was noted as well, that Bliss being injured and WWE's plans for Trish and Lita seem to make this match change make the most sense. There's a lot of like redundancy in this article. Holy crap.
It sounds like broken English.
Yeah, I don't know where these Up Rocks people are from. Maybe India. So if you really like Trish and Lita, then you might really enjoy what WWE has in store for fans, because apparently there's going to be much more even after WWE Evolution is said and done. What do you guys think about their return? This tag team match that's coming up, and do you care to see them together in the future? Chris, we watched Raw together, and we said it was a very 90s nostalgic vibe.
It's a good thing and a bad thing. Like the way I look at it two different ways. I feel like they were cool in the 90s, so bringing it back is kind of like stupid in a sense, but I can also see why they brought people, like bringing like all this nostalgia back, because first of all, you have the Fox deal coming up in a year. You also got to try to pull in a lot of your old fans. But I also look at the other side of it is like, you know what, you should start bringing all these veterans back and start having programs with the new people, and just how you build your new people up is when you have the older like Trish Stratus and Lita there on a semi-regular basis, and you put them in programs with like the Riot Squad or like Carmella. Just like elevate your current talent now with the older talent. I wish they would do that more. But you're going to see, it might be like, maybe the new trend is, okay, after after this time of year, they start signing all these people back to have like these payoff matches at WrestleMania, and then you don't see them again for the entire summer. Seems like to be the trend lately.
Yeah, but also too, as much as like I agree with your opinion, it's like, as much as I love seeing this like almost nostalgic acts and help bringing up the talent around them, it's just like, if that's the way they're going to operate, then they like honestly should cut their roster completely in half, because they barely have enough time for their regular roster, and then to add the nostalgia acts to it, to like, if you can't like it, the way I look at it is like, if you can't build your company from within and you need to take from the outside sources, even though it's still your content, you're kind of like tearing what you're built from within from what you used to have. Like,
I think it's safe to say that clearly television is they don't give a
double-edged sword, no matter the way you look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like, it's interesting because listening to Rooster's podcast the other day, they made a good point. It's like, what are they trying to sell? Like, for instance, on Raw this past Monday, they promoted 6 different things: Evolution, Crown Jewel, SmackDown, the SmackDown 1000, Raw, like, all these different things. So like, I just feel like they're probably more concerned about like social media. If people talking about social media, people talking about it. If you're getting 100 million people talking about it on Twitter, opposed to like a 2 million watching on TV, I feel like they look at that as a win because you have 100 million people talking about it, but only 2 million of them actually watching it.
I mean, a lot of people think TV ratings don't matter anymore. So
well, now with DVR and streaming, and like it's a very inaccurate number these days. It was 20 years ago.
Well, a big reason I think they could be keeping Trish and Lita together, or at least, you know, a reason why they would do it. And as Tim had mentioned earlier, another rumor that I have written down here is Stephanie McMahon, of course, is set to have a major segment on the WWE Evolution pay-per-view. Don't worry, it's not Connor's Cure or the awarding of the Dana Warrior Award. It is supposedly rumored that Stephanie will introduce the ladies tag team titles. What do you guys think? You think it's finally going to happen?
I feel like it's long overdue.
I think it'll happen at Evolution.
Yeah?
Why not? Fuck it.
That Trish Lita match, the first ever tag team title match.
Yeah, what do you think? That's interesting. What if Steph comes out and she introduces
naked? Oh, it's great.
Yeah. She introduces the belts and all 4 women come out and they say how we want it to be.
That's one way of giving like Alexa Bliss a title again. Because I feel like she's better with the title. Her character was.
Very true. Very true. That's a good point. Yeah, and you know, they're protecting her, so that might be one reason why they're protecting her, because they do want to give her a tag title run.
But like, here's my question.
No, you don't think they're just gonna have Charlotte be the first tag team champion because Charlotte
by herself?
Why not? Charlotte gets everything.
But like, here's a good question. Like, wouldn't you, given time frame, we think WWE would finally like pull the plug and like give like the women like their own show during the week, like 205 Live has like an hour show. When do you think women's will get their own show? You think it's very possible in the future? You still feature them on the main shows, but then further feature them more on like a weekly hour show, like they have at 205 Live.
They have a lot of brands.
Did they have one on like NXT Europe or something?
Well, there's a NXT UK Women's Championship, and me and Chris were talking about this last night too. Like, how many different brands does WWE have, and how many potential brands with what they have going on could they introduce?
I feel like all women's show would kind of benefit them in a way.
I agree.
Like, you know, an hour thing. Listen, you know, like how they tape 205 after SmackDown. You know, tape it after SmackDown again. You know, make SmackDown a 4-hour show when you go there, or something, or 3.5-hour show for the fans.
Well,
I don't feel like you won't hear anything about that until probably sometime next year. I feel like there's so much going on right now.
There's a lot going on right now, and with that said, we finally, and this is, you know, we were hinting at this or alluding to this with what we were talking about in the previous topic. Breaking news this hour. Finally, we have an announced date. WWE NXT UK, a new weekly episodic series featuring the greatest male and female competitors from the UK will stream on WWE Network on Wednesdays beginning, I like how they put this, the 17th of October instead of October 7th.
That's next week.
At 8 p.m. Yeah, that's right. That's this week, brother. By the time this fucking show gets up and edited, it'll be this week. Yeah, so we I don't know what the card is yet. It would be cool if we were able to cover it or run it down, but I don't know. All I know is we finally got the air date. Are you guys excited? Is it about damn time?
I was excited like 2 years ago when the UK tournament came around the first time.
That's the first time I heard of it. Wow, but I'm happy. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. I mean, I'm all for more Mustache Mountain Pete Dunne matches, more Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, more Tony Storm. Come on,
because I really enjoyed the first UK tournament. I didn't watch the second one that much, but like the first one they had it, like I was instantly drawn to it. I liked it, and I'm excited for this show because I developed I found like new love for different characters like Trent Seven I didn't know about before. Like I absolutely I love that guy. Dude's I just find his character really fun. How he just rolls into the ring like a fat slob, just rolling in, like it's awesome. And then Tyler Bate is just like, man. Yeah, Pete Dunne's cool too, but
it's definitely it'll definitely be cool, and it's about time. I know I'll be watching it after work.
Now here's my question: Are they going to be is it going to be filmed in Florida, or is that going to be like the type of thing where they film over in UK?
No, I'm pretty sure all of the tapings so far have been in the UK, so I think it's strictly going to be there. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw talent going back and forth like you do right now, like how Pete Dunne has been feuding with Ricochet and Adam Cole. But it definitely looks like it's going to be like exclusively filmed in the UK, so it will stay true to its
form.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of stupid if you have it at full sale every week and it's supposed to be a UK thing. Oh, because it's all people from Britain.
It looks like they're going to be filming stuff. Like they're filming stuff this weekend for it. They're filming stuff on today and tomorrow, and then they're filming stuff in November.
So they're doing all the tapings pretty much in the UK then.
Yeah.
And then edited and then debut them as a series. So they're probably gonna have like 6 or 7 weeks full episodes.
Oh look, there's like live pictures from it right now. That's kind of cool. People are there. First night is about to begin.
That was 3 hours ago.
Oh wow! So it's like happening right now, or it's just they're just like.
So give it like a
I'm getting off of here. I don't want to see any fucking spoilers.
Give it a day or two. You're gonna see all these dirt sheets on like the rundown of all the spoilers of the tapings.
Yeah, so they'll be out there. They just have the tapings are going on right now. So WWE UK.
I'm excited. I will say that I'm actually excited, and I will probably peep it in the first couple weeks, see how it pans out.
I'm actually excited. I'm behind on the Mae Young Classic.
Dude, this past week there's some awesome fucking matches.
Dude, every week they're killing it. Like
it's been pretty good. Like it's been pretty good, man. I got this one on here. It says Evolution angle for next week's WWE Smackdown 1000 may see the other Evolution members beat down Triple H. That would be
Batista just come out.
That'd be great. Would you guys like to see that?
I love Batista's coming here. It's like, I quit, but I'm back to whoop your ass, Triple H.
Blue Tista. I mean, I don't know.
No, what was that? Spawn Batista and Randy Orton versus DX.
Next week's episode.
That'd be cool.
Next week's episode, we can do a big SmackDown live preview.
No.
Well, no, it would be a review.
Tuesday.
Wait, it's coming. Is this coming Tuesday?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Next week.
No.
Yeah. Last week was $9.99.
Oh, I thought we were only at $9.98.
I told you I told you last night that the Raw. I told you last night that we should like skip Monday Night Raw this week and we should just watch Tuesday.
Okay, we can do that instead. I'm down.
I better watch SmackDown on Tuesday than watch the 3-hour shit Raw on Monday.
Yeah, I'm totally down.
I better watch the 1,000 show.
Let's do it. So that's pretty much everything that we got for WWE, but that's not it, Buzzhumans. We don't just cover WWE. We cover everything here. We hit New Japan first, then we hit some controversial topics. We talked about Survivor, WWE, NXT UK. Sunday, October 14th, big pay-per-view, sold out.
I was waiting for you to get to this.
Oh yeah, dude. Live from Queens, Melrose Ballroom, New York City. We have live from Melrose Ballroom in Astoria, Queens, New York City. It will be the 14th event, 14th annual, under several different banners, but still going strong this year. Presented by Impact, actually presented by Comda.com. Impact Bound for Glory. Buzzhumans, we have 8 announced matches so far.
I'm excited for this shit, man.
Like I said, sold out. I did a dumb thing and I didn't get tickets early enough, so I didn't expect it to sell out this quick, so I'm not going. And I also signed up for some overtime on Sunday night, so I won't be able to watch it live, but I will.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. So hopefully I will, I'll be catching the I won't be catching the live stream, but I'll be catching the replay. Yeah, but let's go down the card and we can just give we don't have to talk too much about each of the matches, but we can give predictions. We have Chris's favorite Impact wrestler, dummy Eli Drake, issuing a New York City Open Challenge. What does that mean? It means he's having an open challenge and you got to be from, I don't believe it's New York City, but you got to be from New York. Any predictions? Any predictions for which dummy is going to step up against
who did I say last
Eli Drake?
That made him look
Jericho.
No,
Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, Tommy Dreamer.
Is he from New York or is he from? Yeah, he's from Brooklyn, right? Or is he from freaking Philly? He's just like a Philly.
Could be Taz.
Could be Taz. Some people are saying Chris Dickinson.
Or the Brooklyn Brawler.
Could be Brawler.
It could be any. I'm just like I was just like thinking about like I googled it.
Could be low key.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I don't. My best bet was Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah,
that's probably the best bet, to be honest with you.
Because he's just been working for them right now. Like I don't know if it's gonna be like a big surprise, but it might be.
But it might be.
It might be. We got a singles match: Allie versus the returning Undead Bride, Su Yung. Allie just went and made a deal with the devil, aka Father James Mitchell. Asked him to take her to church. No, I don't think that's what she said, but Allie trying to get a little dark. I don't know. What do you think? I
think Allie will win. I think Su Young's on that like post-championship losing streak.
Yeah, I think I think we're gonna see the return of Courtney Rush, Rosemary, and I think I'm gonna go like with a swerve with this angle. I'm gonna say Rosemary returns, looks like she's gonna align herself with Allie, but stays super evil and goes with Su Yung. I think Su Yung might win this one. That's my bold prediction.
That'd be pretty sick.
All right, we have tag team match. Matt Sydal and Ethan Page, not coming as Chandler Park, coming as All Ego Ethan Page versus Can You Handle That? Rich Swann and Willie the Mac. What do you think? High flyers or
honestly, it's gonna be a typical match, but I'm like super stoked for Ethan Page. You turn me on to him. I enjoy him. I think he's a fucking bastard in such a good heel way. He's a really good wrestler. I wish more people knew about him. And yeah, dude, I think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy. It'll be a solid high flyer, a little bit of a spot fest. But I think Ethan is gonna shine this match with his power. I think the third eye is going to win.
Yeah, it'll be cool to see Ethan and Willie go against each other because you got like the two power guys.
Yeah, I forgot about that guy.
And you got the two high flyers, so I do like the dynamics of this match.
Yeah, I actually got to watch. I got to finish the this week's episode of Impact. You kind of just spoiled it for me, but it's all good.
Yeah, because they hadn't yet announced who Rich Swann's
partner. I knew that episode. It was like Rick Swann finds his partner.
Yeah. We got singles match for the Impact Knockouts Championship. Tessa Blanchard, who Chris had commented was last night when we were watching Impact, looking a little thicker. So no complaints there. Definitely Tessa looks great. Put on a little weight. Versus Miss Impact, Miss Mundo, Miss Hannigan, Miss World, Johnny Mundo's wife, Taya Valkyrie. Any thoughts on that match? You guys think Queen B, Miss Blanchard, the third generation?
Oh, Tessa ain't that shit. No way.
She's losing?
No way.
She's going over Taya.
Returning.
Tessa wins.
I guess I don't know anything about it.
Well, you know Tessa though, right?
I know Tessa.
So, I think we all gonna go with Miss Blanchard. I know Chris loves this guy, Moose. Chris was shocked at Moose's heel turn. Moose versus Eddie Edwards. Moose. I'm hoping Moose goes over in this one, man.
I like his thing.
Now that he's
back. Much as I hate Moose, I want Moose to win.
Yeah, I want Moose to win too.
Moose is just like a turd on fucking pro wrestling toilet.
We got I would say the tag team trio most comparable to us, Ohio versus everything, Dave, Chris, Jay, Chris, and Sammy Callahan, versus the Lucha Bros of Phoenix and Pentagon, and Brian, the fucking machine, Cage in an OVE rules match, which I'm sure just means it's gonna be a hardcore match. So we got a cool trios match there. Predictions for that one, Tim?
Penta. I think this is the trade-off. Sammy beat him in the death match, and I think they'll win the trios.
But they took Sammy's hair.
Oh, you're right. Nah.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Everything. Yep. All right. I know Chris can throw us a prediction for this one. Austin Aries defending the Impact World Championship against Johnny Impact. Johnny Impact. Yeah, I have a feeling we may be seeing a new.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking Johnny might take it.
Yeah, I think it'll help bring a little more publicity, especially with him being on Survivor. Like, now's the time for that. And then what I think probably will be the main event. I know me and Tim are looking forward to this match because we've been Homicide fans for years. Chris, too, back from the ROH days. We got a concrete jungle death match. LAX, Santana, Ortiz, and Conan. LAX, one of my favorite tag teams. I follow them a lot in Beyond Wrestling.
EYBFO.
Yep, where they wrestle as EYFBO, part of Team Pazuzu, along with Jaka and Dickinson, who, like I said, Chris Dickinson is a potential for someone who I think may be in the Eli Jake Open Challenge. But anyway, LAX versus the OGs of Hasaf Hernandez, Homicide, and Eddie Kingston, a.k.a. King, in a concrete jungle death match. Damn, Tim, who do you think takes this one? Are we going to see K-Dog turn on the Santana and Ortiz, like King has been saying it's going to happen all along? Or is LAX going to...
I think LAX will rise.
Going to stay faces?
Yep.
Beat the OGs?
Mm-hmm.
In their home turf? Makes the most
that
sense.
That Conan turn sounds pretty sick. But I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, I don't think Conan's going to turn either. It seems too obvious. I don't think... And then, like, Kingston going face doesn't make sense, or maybe a double turn and King goes with LAX and Conan, and
or someone else comes through.
Yeah, maybe low key, bro.
Yeah, dude, I took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, maybe low key.
Or La Parka.
Yeah, LA Park. He has been killing it in MLW, and he did beat Pentagon in a Mexican death match recently. So, with all the big names and stuff that they've been bringing in, and one-offs and the relationship they've been having with AAA, that is very, very, very possible, Tim. I like where you're going with that. So last question, before we wrap things up. Is Chris Jericho showing up at Bound for Glory or what? Because I am reading that they are pressing hard to get this guy. Like, first it was going to be 2 to 3 dates. Now I'm hearing that this weekend they met with him and they're trying to get him for 6 dates, but it will also allow him to do the cruise and work Wrestle Kingdom and Power Struggle. And, not sure about if he'll be able to work WWE as well while working Impact. That's kind of crazy, but
is he ever going to go back to WWE?
What do you guys think? Did you think Jericho's showing up? You think this is a knife in the knife in the final? I don't think there is like a final, knife.
No, I don't think he's going to Impact. Nope.
not showing
I
up.
just feel like he's going to show up. The only reason to show up is because to promote the cruise, because half that card is on his cruise.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why I think he'll show up.
Yeah, we do have TNA.
But also, too, is it
Impact
more worth it to have the hype of it so people tune in to think he might come in?
Possible.
Yeah, of course. They could just use the name to try to draw people in. Then,
but I just feel like if he does show up, he might just do like what matches Jericho in that cruise.
Well, so far only really announces Alpha Club versus Bullet Club. So it's Jericho and the Young Bucks against it's Kenny Skrull and not Ibushi, but
the Young Bucks are part of the club.
Yeah, they are. That's why it's kind of weird.
Yeah, sorry.
That's why it's a dream match.
I see.
But I mean, you know, it's possible he attacks Austin Aries. Possible he attacks Johnny Mundo. It's possible Johnny Mundo, or it's possible Austin Aries wins, and then Jericho comes in and attacks Austin Aries. I don't know. Tim is really steadfast in thinking that Jericho. Each week when I've asked, is Jericho showing up at Bound for Glory? 3 weeks in a row, Tim has said no. Chris has said yes. I've said yes. So it's like, we'll see.
I'm only saying yes because because what he's been doing with like promoting and all this stuff. Like the only thing I look at is because of his cruise coming up literally in a couple weeks, and it's just good. It's just good. It's good. Advertising.
Has he popped up in ROH?
Huh?
Has he popped up in ROH?
No, but
isn't All In technically an ROH?
Well, isn't there an ROH pay per view this Sunday as well?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to cover that too because we've already covered enough stuff, but we have.
Well, I'm just saying in your theory, like,
there is an ROH
on there. It's like fucking ROH is his card. I'd say he'd be more apt to go to ROH than Impact.
But Impact. He's got
the motherfucker ain't showing up. It's either New Japan or WWE.
He's got shit going on with Ring of Honor and with Impact.
He's not playing like Trump shit change.
Well, Sunday we got Glory by Honor at Philadelphia. And it doesn't look like there's any matches where Jericho really would show up. He could show up in the... Yeah, you got Young Bucks, Briscoes, and Addiction triple threat tag match. You could show up in that. Kenny King versus Cody. That's the TV tapings, but I don't know exactly what the card is. All right, you got, I don't know. There's some type of tapings going on Sunday for Ring of Honor. So does he pop up at that? I don't know. He could either pop up at Ring of Honor or at TNA on Sunday or Impact on Sunday. We'll see. Where does Jericho go? Jericho goes wherever the fuck he wants. And so do we, Buzz Humans, because this has been episode 21 of the most relevant and buzzworthy podcast in all of professional and independent wrestling. That's right. Relevant Rasslin Productions, Weekly Buzz, presented by none other than False Finish Productions. So, Buzz Humans, let's plug the social media one more time. Then, if you guys want to plug anything, we can do that. Do the thank yous, sign off, get to editing, and, get to getting WrestleFadia getting WrestleFaded and enjoying our weekend. Buzz Humans, we are happy to be part of the False Finish family, so make sure to check out all of our social media so you can ride the buzzways with us. We plugged that at the beginning of the show, but you know where to go. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all over podcasting platforms, falsefinish.com. Hit us up. So we will, hit us up and we can do a second run of the third issue of the Relevant Rag. Buzz Humans, the most interactive wrestling zine on the planet. The Relevant Rag is going to be hitting your mailboxes if you made it to the mailing list. And I hope that you did within the next couple of weeks. And, if the buzz is real and the response is there, we'll do a second run. If you're feeling generous, head on over to the Relevant Wrestling Pro Shop. That's our big cartel page for all of your buzzworthy wrestling wares. Got a couple exclusive zines on there, some cool prints, and a cassette mixtape on there with classic Joshi and FMW theme songs. Also, in the bio and the links below the show description, check out the Relevant Rasslin WrestleMania 35 week planner. Got a series of spreadsheets on there that is going to be constantly updated. So we do the work so you buzz humans don't have to. That way you can ride the buzz waves, down in New York City and New Jersey for Mania 35 week. Got the whole schedule up there for you guys so you don't miss a goddamn thing. You can stay relevant and buzzworthy with us, Relevant Rasslin and False Finish Productions. Buzz humans, want to give some thank yous out to our Relevant Rasslin crew who, isn't here with us tonight. Jake, Dan, Jeremy, Tyler, and the rest. Big shout outs to our extended Buzz family, False Finish Productions, Austin and Bob at IcoPod, Hulk Hogan for all of last month's cool artwork, Tenacious Tyler for the flyers, the Suck Me crew for the bad times and good memories at all the Beyond Wrestling shows. Everyone who has helped out with the Relevant Rag. Tim, you want to plug your page?
Yeah, definitely hit me up if you're into craft beer and wrestling. More so, a little more craft beer than the wrestling side. It's at Brucier Brody. It is BREWSIR_BRODY because I gotta.
That's right. Make sure to hit up Bruiser Brody for all your wrestling related craft beer reviews. Chris, thanks for joining us as always. Anything you want to plug or just
I mean, I'm on Twitter, but I really don't post right now. I'm buried in my games right now. I'm not a streamer or anything, not now. I've been thinking about creating a stream for my gaming, but
You're playing the game?
I'm playing the game.
Oh yeah, the game. You just lost the game.
Yeah, the game.
No, I've been thinking about starting a Twitch stream on my gaming, but like I don't have the equipment or the money right now, and I need to find time commitment. And right now, like where I'm at, what I'm doing in the gaming, like I can't do it. It's too much grind right now.
I've been playing Extreme Warfare Revenge recently. I know a lot of you Buzz humans been playing WWE 2K19, but I might start recording myself playing that, cutting promos, explain on there too, and explaining all my booking strategies. So I don't know, stay tuned for that. One last thank you, and I know you fucking hear it in the background. Buzz humans, the relevant rap from our man John Kramer, aka Jamel Wright. Buzz humans for Relevant Wrestling Productions and False Finish Productions. Kayfabe may be dead, but originality and diversity are not. It's always.
What you gonna do? Relevant Wrestling. It's best for business. Relevant Wrestling. Feel the bang. Relevant Wrestling. Who's next? Relevant Wrestling. We the people. Relevant Wrestling. What's up with that? Relevant Wrestling. That's how I roll. Relevant Wrestling. Top guys out.